What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Rare Drop Reckoning Hour number 33.
Heck yeah.
We've made it. 33. It's lucky, right? When the numbers are the same?
Absolutely.
Those are
You guys
angel
ever
numbers
remember
right
like when you were in school, like, oh, it's 222, make a wish. It's 111, make a wish.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 33, make a freaking wish.
Yeah, I wish I wake up.
Oh man, we get to pick up with some awesome this week. The Escape, the Great Escape. Good to see all your lovely faces out in chat land. Thanks for joining us for some good old-fashioned storytelling. Paul, you got some announcements for this week.
Guys, fun week. Today, Reckoning Hour. Tomorrow, no game night, due to the fact that both Nate and I will be recovering from our second vaccine shots. And then Thursday, Broman podcast with Samantha Robertell from Gamers Outreach. Ben and her are going to be talking marketing, charities, the charity space, and how all of those things are colliding. Friday, you'll catch no banana fish because, again, Nate will be recovering from his vaccine shot. And then on Saturday, comics episode 3 or 4. 3 was last week. Good Lord. The vaccine. Episode 4, they're going to be breaking down the latest trailers and the latest stuff that DC and Marvel have going on, with a splash of breaking down Jupiter from Netflix and all the other things. Otherwise, all the normal content this week. And we hope you're having a great time. Robert, take it away.
Yo, and a happy belated birthday, my friend. All right. Picking up where we left off last week. As you guys had to battle the shadows of self-doubt. These odd, dark spirits that manifested inside of Dearmont Hall proper. Within your own way, you all were able to vanquish these odd conjurations. Largely thanks to some heroics from Wilrent that went unseen. But you were able to do it without losing too much of your own confidence, with many of the party members losing either strength, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, or dexterity. Going in to their first big syllabus day, as everyone huddled up to try to get what little sleep that they could. Mavinda, the Alkin, the advocate of students, activating 2 large stone statues, blocking either entry or exit to your dormitories. Tayanu and Rain decided to take fate into their own hands, plotting a great escape with their own bed sheets. But to no avail, they both crash, landing into the shrubbery outside, knocking them both unconscious. As someone in the far distance with a lantern comes to investigate. Now, question for you, Reck. I can't remember exactly what you had done with Atlas yet.
We haven't done anything. He came to the window to look and watch what was happening outside.
With him watching down as your body crashes into that shrubbery, you going unconscious, Atlas Dog fades. Now, everyone else has fallen asleep. I don't believe there is any chance of anyone hearing your fall. I'm going to roll for Ruger and Beretta, who went out pretty cold. This is going to be a DC 18, and it's going to be with disadvantage. They will not be getting multiple rolls. It'll be one roll. All right. Con save. Disadvantage coming in. They do have a +5 though. Mm. 9. Keela.
Yes.
DC 20 for you. Con save disadvantage.
Ugh.
You fall asleep with your books and preparing yourself. Whatever happens outside is unbeknownst to the rest of the party. I'm so glad you guys all got to hear the toilet seat being slammed by the
That was
cleaners
important.
over here. They're having a day. There's a lot. I'll leave it at that. So we're going to let everyone else come up from their long rest. We'll return to you all outside in just a second. Constitution saving throw to see who gets up first inside the dormitories. $16 versus Wilrence. Oh God, Silver, 18. You're the first one up on syllabus day. You little try hard. Describe what you're doing to prep for the big day.
So Silver's gonna wake up and do his little brush off and make sure he was not dreaming of horrible, terrible nightmares again, because there is some lingering fear there, and going to get up and dutifully go brush his teeth and wash his face and kind of try and slap the sleep out of himself as he wanders very slowly over towards the study to pick up his books.
Since you're heading back to the study, Keela, describe your awakening as Silver makes his way over to the study.
Keela's just kind of nestled into this cave of books. Like she's just kind of pushed herself in, and a few of them are over to the side where she's just kind of awkwardly collapsed. She's definitely going to have a really bad ache in her neck for the rest of the day for sure, where she's just kind of slept there with the book still in her hand in front of her, just collapsed. All right, just pushed out into the books, kind of as if she's made herself a book cave.
Slowly, you're able to come up and realize it is go time. What's the first thing that you do in the morning, Keela?
Keela just kind of like realizes the sun is up and she's not ready to for the day at all. So she kind of just, her ears immediately perk up and her eyes becoming focused, and she just marches straight over into her room and begins to kind of open up her trunk, choose whatever outfit is on top, because of course she organizes things in order of what she planned on wearing them anyway, and there's only like a few outfits, so it's easy for her just to pick it up. And then is there a bathroom in this map?
Oh yeah, it's on the other side. It's on the other side.
Okay. Assume she's going to, like, she's got her little toiletry bags, her toothbrush, her face wash, and she's just going to go through her process of brushing her teeth, making sure her fur's a little fluffed up, making sure she looks awake at least, even if she's just completely just exhausted from the night before, with getting very little sleep, if anything at all, and certainly not comforting sleep for the eyes that she got on that end. And she just is trying to look awake to make a good first impression, because she doesn't want her teachers to think that she is ill-prepared or lazy on the first day.
I want you to roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no. One then. I missed the nat 20. It's a 1.
You're so busy with the first day, you don't even notice with a 3 that Teanu and Rain are not there. You just bust through because it looks like it looks like they are already up, because the sheets are off the bed. Like, you feel for some reason that you're almost late, that everyone else has gotten up before you. You don't know how this could possibly be.
That stresses me out more. Her tail, when she gets really anxious, just starts to twitch a little bit more. Just that cute little nub of a tail just twitches a little bit as she's starting to get more of a faster hop in her step. Like, I'm the last one. I'm not the last one. I can't ever be the last one. It's the quickest teeth brushing, like furious and angry. Her anxiety's just like taking it out as she's brushing her teeth. It's just a blur in front of her face now.
Wilrent, how's your morning going as you awaken?
Wilrent is waking up and he's strapping on his armor, looking in the mirror for a while.
Is the light still on your helmet?
No, it only lasts for an hour.
Okay, so it is thus faded.
He's like flossing his teeth. He's gonna go over to his wardrobe, where he opens it up and it's just an assortment of different colored capes to attach. So he's gonna just choose a nice black and ice blue cape for the day. Then I think breakfast is in order, wherever that is.
At this point, you all have noticed that the sentry statues have begun to move back into place where they originally were, opening up for you guys to be able to get to the community bathrooms and get yourselves ready. Those early showers. Ruger and Beretta slowly getting up and filling their toolbox up, because they know they have to go to work right after their first day and they're already dreading it. It's like, it's worse than like practice right after school. It's just the worst. And they slowly, anybody else can click the long rest as well on your character sheet.
Will do. Thank you.
As no matter where you're at inside of the Deermont dormitories, there is a magical mouth that appears. They're just like in the corners, like where there would be intercoms at. Minutes until breakfast in the main commissary of Deermont Hall. Don't miss out on breakfast on your first day.
Do I not speak this language?
That's completely, your mic's cutting out.
The first challenge. One must wait. I have special ears. Can I hear this one a little bit better?
What, my mic cut out?
Yeah, completely. When you did
couldn't
whatever
hear
you
you.
did for the announcement.
I heard
Really?
that.
You couldn't hear it when I tried on
Sound.
mute?
Completely
hear
gone
that.
right now.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Really?
RTX price stripping it.
It
I
didn't
don't
cut
have.
out for
I
you
don't.
all?
I don't
You
have.
don't have it on?
I don't have RTX on.
Oh, okay, well then, I don't know.
Chat can hear it.
Wild.
Then Discord
I'm so
doesn't
bad
like
at lip reading.
It's a good old mixture.
Yep,
Let me.
nothing.
I'll restart.
doesn't like it.
I'll go into Discord and disconnect it. Can you hear me now?
Nothing.
Still nothing.
That's
He
bizarre.
goes-
Turn off
Secrets.
crisp, but make sure you turn off crisp. See if it turned it back on for you. Right next to the disconnect button.
Yeah, they did add that little sucker.
Yep,
Mine-
that's what it was. I was like,
Nice.
There's like
Yep.
only one other thing.
Yeah, I forgot they added that little button down there. Now you should be able to hear me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As we were saying before, make sure you pick up breakfast in the Dearmont Hall Commissary. 30 minutes until breakfast.
Y'all, I'm turning off Chris.
If anyone's running late and they're worried they can't make breakfast, I do have carrot bars. She's just gonna shout that up, but she's gonna pack a few anyway because I know somebody in first class is gonna forget something. So she's got her cute little messenger bag that she's packing all of her books and her notebooks and a few, at least 3 colored pens, so that way she can color code her notes, and also a few of those carrot bars, so she's prepared, and a water bottle because hydration's important. And she doesn't like using the plastic. She has a nice, actually organic, clean water bottle that she carries with her that is bright orange.
Is
You guys are seeing how I was as a student.
Silver is
Sorry.
still on the library?
Uh,
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wilrent will he'll be wandering around on his way to breakfast. He'll just pop over and stick his head in. Silver, come on. We gotta go eat breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. You do eat food, right? I don't know much about.
Yes. Yes.
Good,
I'll be right there.
good. It would be weird if you didn't.
That's a fair point. I'm a little stressed. I need to finish. I'm not sure which books I need today. I've been trying to go over my syllabus, and I'm really not sure. So give me just a moment, please, and I'll meet you there. I promise.
Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes and then I'm gonna eat your breakfast.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if they'll let you do that, but okay. Thank you.
They'll
I
let me
guess.
do whatever I want. As he walks away.
Frantically flipping through books. You just see like books flying off the shelf as he's like, which one is it? Found it. He's gonna put the one book in his bag, look back at all the books that are now stacked on the table, like, 3 feet high that he didn't quite have, and just try and pick all of them up by squishing them together, and puts them back in the bookshelf. And one book at the very end falls over onto the floor. And so he freaks out and runs out with all of his books because he doesn't want to be late.
Wait. Am I hearing the door slamming? Am I the last one? Did you all leave me? Just Keela in the back room, ears poking out first behind the door. Like, are you kidding me?
I'm not going to be late.
Ugh.
as
She's
everyone
gonna
is
run past the
rushing
twins.
about,
Are you guys coming too? Come on.
we're coming.
No. Come on. She's actually gonna hop in between and kind of link both of their arms and try to like move along with them. No one from Dearmont House is going to be late. We are going to have a good reputation for our dorm. And she's just going to assume at this point that that everybody else has already gone.
So what I'm
Since
gonna
their
do
sheets are missing.
is everyone can roll perception check with disadvantage, and I'm gonna set the morning DC at 16. What?
Good God.
Do you?
How many?
Her sounds are coming through Discord. There's a whole debacle with her sounds right now.
Yes, just here.
Don't
I
worry
hear.
about it. I'm gonna fix it later.
Ta-da! Dude, how many 20s just got 8?
This hurts. This really hurts. I think 3. I
Oh.
think 3 nat 20s just got 8.
Wow.
Yeah, mine did.
Brutal. But Silver, Ruger, and still Keela, all as we kind of like link up right before we're just like we're about to head out the door is when it sets in that Rain and Teano are nowhere to be found. We haven't seen them near the restrooms, the showers, or back here.
Do you know that they're morning people?
I have no idea. I thought you roomed with them. I assumed you knew. Are they okay?
I didn't sleep in the room last night, and when I woke up, I was running behind, and I was trying to get ready, and I thought that they were already gone because I was running behind.
Beretta, did you guys hear anything last night?
I slept like a rock. Those things really took it out of me.
That's fair. I understand that. Should we check their room one last time?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Do you know which beds they were in? I didn't check last time.
Well, Rain kind of took the whole couch area, so that way, yes, her and her companion could kind of sprawl out. I mean,
a very big dog.
yes, and it was kind of a perfect little nook anyway for the corner of them, and it just fit perfectly. And then Tay had this bed over here that's closest to the door.
No sign of Atlas dog. Roll investigation checks. Whoever's looking inside the room.
Wait, I accidentally rolled 2 because I thought we were, I don't know. I was on, everything so far has been rolling 2, so I just rolled 2. Technically, then the 5 is the first one. And I wasted another nat 20.
It's okay. We just wanted to hear your audio one more time. Get routed through Discord.
You know the best part is she can't hear her audio.
I can't. I have no idea. You
guys
I'm
are a
working on it.
mess. You guys are a mess.
The Windows update happened to her PC today.
Oh, it's a good one. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
breaking apart on the inside.
So, we're going to go ahead and count your nat 20.
Because we need to find them.
I want you to 100%, you have full discretion on this. How do you, with Silver's assistance, straight up Sherlock Holmes this process out of putting together exactly what happened?
So she has this process when she's trying to really take in a situation. Typically, she'll put all of her notes out and everything, and she'll be able to stare at them because she doesn't have her notes. It's the room. So she just opens her eyes really big and she doesn't blink until she sees something that's out of place, something that catches her eyes. So she just kind of stations herself in one place and she begins on the left over on Tay's bed and begins just to scan the room with her big bunny eyes, looking for anything that seems amiss. And then she notices on the ground that carpet there. It's a process. Don't bother me. I can't keep my eyes open this long. I'm looking for a particular clue. Something has to be out of place. If you blink, that's an opportunity in which you're closing your eyes and you're missing something important. So I have to make sure that my eyes are open, and it's a reward. Once you find it, then you get to close your eyes. And she'll notice the rug is like rippled a little bit, as if it's pushed away, as if they were kind of dragging something across it and moving, trying to get over closer, and that angles towards the window. They wouldn't.
And you just see Silver blink like really hard as if he's trying to keep his eyes open, but looking and just like focus again really hard, like really trying to scan with his eyes. I don't think it's work. I don't think it works. Does not work for me.
Well, just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Fair.
This is my skill. Also, it took a lot of years to develop. So you think you can just come in here in one day and just duplicate it like that? That's very insulting of you. Now, I understand you want to help, but here's what you can do instead. Notice
okay.
something that's missing on their beds?
He's gonna look at the window. Immediately just look at the window. Back to the beds.
Yes.
Back to the window.
Yes.
Back to the beds.
Think. What goes on top of the mattress?
The sheets.
The sheets, yes. And the sheets are no longer there. And the rug indicates somebody was dragging things over to the window. What do you think they did with the sheets in the window?
Hold on. And he's gonna like scoot over that way and just float through the window because the window's, slightly broken. And he's gonna notice that there's like the crack in this little section. He's gonna float.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god. It's sat on the 17. Not quite gonna notice the window's broken.
You're looking down, and there are no traces of those sheets. They're gone. You
Will
notice
Watson?
nothing out of place. Keela, go ahead and roll perception as you get up to the window as well.
Okay. $13.
13. As you look up and over the edge,
She's like on her toes looking over the sill. You just see this like fat bunny butt hanging out the window on the inside. She's leaning all the way over.
no sign of Teano and Rain, but you do see this mild outline in the shrubs of two bodies that seem to be sprawled out, and it's the moment that you can tell that's where they crash landed, but no sign of the sheets that got them there.
Oh, why would they do this to us? This is our first day, and now I gotta track them down somewhere.
As much as I think we should track them down, it is our first day of class with syllabi, and I really don't want to make a first impression on the teachers, because if they're not there anymore, I hope they're okay. We're at school. It can't be that. Never mind. We had shadow demons.
15 minutes until breakfast is closed at Hall Dearmont. 15 minutes until breakfast is closed. Young mate is...
Oh, good breakfast is really important for starting a day, but also losing
You
your
have
friends
carrot
at the very
bars.
beginning is bad. I know,
You
yeah,
have
right,
carrot
we have
bars.
carrot bars.
You have carrot bars.
Let's start by going out to the front and then seeing where they might have went.
Okay.
Come on, hey, grab the twins.
Okay.
Puts a satchel over his shoulder and hurries to go grab the twins.
Are we going to breakfast yet?
No, we're missing our friends.
Grabs Beretta's hand and starts pulling.
No, I can't even think right now.
That's okay. Friendship will fill your soul. That's more important than filling your stomach.
Do we really? I don't like carrot sticks.
Come on, not all lessons are in the classroom.
They will begrudgingly, just because they're just following whoever walks in front of them mode, just going to continue through. Wilrent, as they do this, how do you proceed?
Oh, I'm already at the cafeteria trying to sweet talk the lunch lady into two lunches, two breakfasts, whatever it is.
There will be only one breakfast per student.
Well, I
Mr.
understand
Wilrent?
I understand that that's the normal protocol, but you see how big I am. I'm gonna die if I don't get any more.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
All right. Persuasion with disadvantage. 18.
Good God.
Surely, a lovely lady such as you could understand the needs of a growing boy.
There will be
It's a nice
some
blouse, by
day,
the way.
Mr. Wilrent, where that smile will not get you what you want. As even she cracks, and you get double chocolate milks and the extra serving of whatever you would like, whether it's bacon, sausage, whatever's coming off of the hot commissary.
It's an extra stack of pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might not always work, but it worked today, and that's all that matters.
Lunch lady just shakes her head. This one in every class. Sitting down now with your fat stack of breakfast. I want you to roll a perception check, Wilrent.
17.
17. Looking down, and Deermont's a pretty humbling place. So is the small cafeteria that's held within it. It's definitely not the greatest place to eat breakfast of all, but there are a set of glass windows that you look out, and you can see your best friend is just pressed up against it. Looks like absolute hell, as if they've been spending the entire night on a park bench or something, but they're stuck outside and can't get in, just face pressed up against the glass.
If I'm sitting facing the glass at the table, I'm actually gonna get up for a second, walk around the table, and sit so my back is facing the window without acknowledging it.
He's literally holding up his best friend badge. As you can see, there's a couple of campus security that begin to rustle him away just as you
tackle him.
This is such a sad
I'm
picture.
just casually getting up and shifting seats so I don't have to watch him get tackled by the security.
As he keeps pointing and pointing back at you with no acknowledgement, he's drug away by two other Alkin and disappears from your sight.
Starting to feel bad for Jeremy. That a rough.
You did this. You did this.
I mean, not that bad, but because he's a fictional character, but kind of bad.
But some
it's-
amount.
Some small amount somewhere.
I have arcs on arcs for Jeremy. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
Definitely super villain making, I think.
It's gonna
This is
turn
his
into the
Joker moment.
Incredibles.
I soaked up too much inspiration over the weekend for our detectives, begrudgingly bringing along the Godwin twins. You all have run outside of the dormitory. Currently, Beretta's looking at this carrot stick that you've offered. I don't even like carrots.
It's actually, it looks like a carrot, but it's a carrot bar. It has some extra nutrients in it, and it's kind of actually got more of a nutty flavor to it because its base element is walnuts.
She turns and looks over at Ruger. Ruger's just got a big shit-eating grin as he's packed away some beef jerky somewhere. What are you holding out? You got beef jerky left over. It's enough for me. Carrots are for you, sis. Help your eyesight. What are you guys doing at the scene of the crime?
I'm looking to see on the space where they had landed, is there dirt tracks or like dirt that's kind of at least getting, you know, like when you pull something away or out of it, there's some dirt that kind of comes out onto the sidewalk that kind of goes in the direction that they got pulled a little bit. If there's dirt or mulch or even rocks a little bit, if they've come out of the landscaping.
Investigation check.
At least it's not a 1. A 9.
Can I roll that too since I'm there trying to help?
Yeah.
Cool. With the... No, okay, it's just flat roll.
'll do one for the twins as well.
23.
Nice, Silver.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh, no whammy, no whammy.
Ruga coming in clutch.
Dang.
The twins and Silver. It's kind of strange. It's not really a footprint.
They're just not there. It's like,
No. It's there. It's just not a regular foot.
Well, we do have owl advisors.
That ain't no
There's an
owl.
owl. Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see it's like this gnarled wad of tree branches.
Ruger, do you know if Ents exist here?
And you're supposed to be the one from the Fae. Of course.
What?
There's ants and
Well,
giants.
see, you've been
and-
to college before. I didn't know if they made it to college. You see, not all Ents and Fae are the brightest. There's a wide range of us.
There's a little bit of everything here, buddy.
That's fair.
Would I know like a specific, since I am a Fae, would I know like very specifically what kind of other Fae this is? Like based on a footprint or no?
Nah, I mean you're still kind of a
Okay.
kid unless you took some real interest into it.
I was orphaned. No.
You could have had one of those tree books growing up where you collect leaves.
No. That's not how the Fae collect
Collecting
information on
leaves can
other
be
Fae.
fun.
Hey,
Listen. Collecting information on other Fae is fantastic, except when you use their dead parts as a coloring book.
as you guys begin to argue finding these footprints, I want 2 Constitution saving throws with disadvantage from you, Teano and Rain.
I was getting too excited because it felt like something was coming up for us. What did you ask for us?
Disadvantage con saving throws
Thank
from
you.
both of you. Remember, you can just use the control button hovering over the B, and that will give you the little minus.
No.
Y'all. Oh no.
Very fitting.
Our constitutions were not up to par.
Rain, you were just going to peel open one eyeball. As you do, you open up on a completely foreign bed. You can hear the sounds of insects and frogs and this song of the swamp. A general humidity in the air. You look around inside the room. I want you to roll a perception check with disadvantage. Just burning freaking 20s today, man. This is brutal.
Bad.
Absolutely brutal.
It hurts.
Can't believe we've done this.
I can't believe you've done that.
You turn and look, and you can see that you're in kind of like a a very strange medical facility. As you're in this bizarre cottage, you can see Teano is in the bed that is next to you. And these cots are woven in this crazy, interconnected, vine knotted nature. There are small firefly lanterns that are lit inside. Lots of low-lying netting and old nooks and crannies of wood. It's one of those places where if you stare too long at a wall or a bookcase, you'll think that you'll see objects and faces and things inside them. Tanner, you just begin to open up your eyes inside this room with Rain.
Do you need a perception check from me?
You can just play it out.
Okay. This isn't a bush. Rain. Rain, where are we?
I have no idea, but the bed is definitely better.
It is more comfortable. That's sad.
I gotta learn how to make these.
Better than a boxwood.
The boxwood was still better than our beds.
Well, I'm not trying to stick around in a place that I don't know for too long. I'm gonna swing my feet over the bed.
I want both of you to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh God. Oh God.
As you guys
No
try to figure
disadvantage?
out where you are.
Ooh.
Ooh, mama.
Let's go. 19.
Oh my God.
We in Kansas
What is
no more.
happening?
Damn. That's rough.
Tiano, as you begin to wake up from this, you can hear the sounds of the swamp,
Yeah.
and it makes your inner Witherbloom heart sing because you realize you're somewhere in the Sedgemoor. You are in the swamp of swamps. And as you kind of check around the room, you're able to see small picture frames and outlines that show the history of this place. You're currently in the Witch's Clinic. This is the medical facility in Witherbloom.
Rain. No, wait. Keep going. Keep going.
And you look around inside your room. Breakfast has already been prepared.
Woo. Okay. See, I knew you needed to keep going.
It is already on 2 table trays inside. And it is just a mixture of all sorts of things. It's as if you went to Panera and ordered the left side of the menu. Very organic based, but plenty of choices. Oh, but more importantly, that fresh baked bread that is on it, that's, you have it in toast form and untoasted. It's all warm. So is the butter that's right next to it. There's this crazy looking green drink that when you take a sip of it has just a little bit of the acidic sour apple, but you can tell that they made some sort of smoothie, whether it was out of kale or lemongrass within it. It is like the perfect pick me up.
So as I go around as I'm walking around, learning about this place, I grab one of those like photographs and I'm just kind of holding it when I see the food, and I of course make my way to the food, and grab a piece of toast and start chomping on it. And then I turn back to Rain as I sit on the bed and start eating, and I say, "Do you know what place this is? It looks like we're in the witch's clinic in Sedgemoor." And I hand her the photograph as I keep eating.
Yeah, it seems that's where we are, but we are very far from the dorm. Someone traveled a great distance to get us here.
Taking a sip of the green drink, a little bitter, but good. It's like a good little pick me up. Honestly, I'm happy that we ended up with our own people. This is nice. If we had to end up somewhere other than those boxwoods, I'm happy we ended up here.
Yeah, see, I told you it's better than staying up in that dorm. Worked out in the end.
Yes, even if it wasn't the greatest landing, it was still the right call.
It's fine.
And as safe as I feel in a space, that's for Witherbloom folks, I still don't know why we're here and don't feel very comfortable.
At this point, can I sense that Atlas dog is gone?
You do.
Must have lost connection with him when I got knocked out.
Uh-oh. That would have been our safest. That would have been our safest way of moving around here. But if we don't have Atlas,
And you understand that it'll take concentrating and casting that spell once again to be able to bring Atlas Dog back. However, you guys can click that long rest and remove your points of exhaustion since you've been taken to this clinic. Surprisingly, for your lumps that you took, you were fine. As you all get about halfway through breakfast, looking over at the door, you can see it begin to sort of swell. And the roots twist in and out as it's like almost partially awakening and coming alive on its own. And as it twists back and forth, you don't see it really open. You see it essentially unfold itself. As it does, it opens up. There's this green etherealness that pours out. And the first thing that you see is a bit of this green lantern. The last thing that you saw before you went unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are these long, drawn-out steps. Heavy as it creaks the floor. And you stare at this massive individual that begins to pour into the room. They look like they're made of the same material that this building is, as this tree folk manifests itself in front of you.
Okay. My guess is you're the one who saved us?
I suppose you're feeling much improved now.
You could say that.
Good. This is good. My name is Yedora. And I am the keeper of these grounds. You weren't in good shape when I found you.
Well, thanks for nursing us back to health. We don't want to be keeping you from the grounds, however. We might just finish our breakfast and go.
I will help you get back to campus. You are not far. You are just in the Sedgemoor. I am assuming you're familiar with the basics by now, I hope.
I'm gonna look to Rain. Just sort of gauging her how she feels about this. Like literally just checking her body language to know like if she is super like reserved about this or is willing to like have conversation with this person and like learn what we can first then.
Roll an insight on Rain.
Okay. $15.
What's your body language look like right now, Rain?
Talk to me. How are you feeling about this?
Pretty relaxed, but also
Okay.
thinking of hanging on the word the basics. Because, you know, Rain doesn't read anything, any orientation materials before getting here. So, yeah, what's the basics?
So, as Tay's been kind of been taking the lead here with the, you know, just waking up bubbly and figuring out what's going on here, Tay's gonna keep talking and say, well, I guess we'd be appreciative of anything you could teach us before we head on our way.
Yeah. Here's Witherbloom. We get our hands dirty. Luckily, I am not planting grave trees for either of you. But had I not been on patrol, you might not have been as lucky. I haven't seen freshmen try to escape their dorms in some time.
Must have been when the
Well.
bars were fresh on our dorm.
Dearmont isn't the most endearing of places.
You can say that again, buddy.
So we've come to find out.
But please, humor an old woman like myself. Just what were you running from, Charles?
Well, you
I
see,
glanced- Yeah.
while we were sleeping in the dorms last night, some kind of ghostly dark apparitions appeared above our heads, and we had to fight for our lives.
Apparitions, you say? These halls are very old. But they shouldn't be unsafe. Tell me, did these apparitions instill any sort of self-doubt within yourselves of why
All
you
right.
should be here?
nail, hammer, you're nailing it. That's exactly what they did.
Very interesting. But do please finish your breakfast. Would be quick. We need to get you with the rest of the freshmen.
Let's go back to chowing
Gotta
down.
tell me twice.
Yeah.
I will be finishing some of my work in the front of the clinic. When you're done in the next 10 or 15 minutes, join me on the boardwalk.
As Eudora and that ethereal green glow disappears out, she forms that door back up with her fist as it manifests and shuts itself off. You do have facilities within this room to get ready. Even though you don't have a set of new clothes, at least you have a place to shower and get ready and half-ass put your day together. You actually see off to the side there are some basic materials that have been laid out by Eudora, and it's not like the modern you don't have the modern bulletin. It's like the 1989 version. Like it's what's been like left over here over time, like just gathered a few things so you would have at least some supplies before y'all take off. Anything else y'all want to do inside the witch's clinic?
Say, do you think we should tell her about how the RA tried to lock us in the dorm with those columns? And that's why we fell out of the dorm?
I don't know. We got, a good answer from the info we gave. If we need to divulge more, we can.
Yeah, but something's really fishy about forcing us to stay there despite, nearly dying.
You're right. I guess the question is, do you think this person we can trust more than the other people in the school?
Well, she didn't lock us in a dorm full of ghosts.
You're right. And she's got the Witherbloom crew vibe to her. She might
And
be
the
someone
breakfast.
This was great.
Roll a perception check over on those materials that have been laid out near your breakfast trays.
Alrighty.
Rain over here going, I don't give up. This is great. You're like, this is all an upgrade.
I still don't read.
Let's go play hooky in the swamp.
Anything's an upgrade if you come to school with nothing.
You're right. You're right.
Oh shit! Snap. 9. It's you're browsing through. You don't get much out of this old bulletin, but you are able to see that Eudora is one of the professors at Witherbloom. Not a dean, but they're a professor, groundskeeper, but also, somewhat disturbingly, the Undertaker of Strixhaven. And as you both look out one of the small windows, you can see her manifesting one of these grave trees. As it begins to take hold in the swamp and slowly manifest itself. Looking back at the page where Eudora's information is, you can see that she plants a tree that represents the essence of every fallen mage that has ever attended Strixhaven, if they wish to.
So you think that tree is for old boy that took Silver's bed, or?
I mean, I kind of hope so. Otherwise, this campus is a little more active than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, that's true. It's really like, who? If it's not for them, like, who else is dying?
Right? What an interesting role to fill here at the school. Fascinating.
I'm all finished with breakfast, so I'm ready to go when you are.
Yeah, clean myself up a little bit. Let's get back up with the other freshmen.
As you all make your way outside from the witch's clinic.
Good, I see that you've gathered yourselves.
As she puts the finishing touches on this new cypress tree, with its roots far down into the bog below, she gives it 2 last loving taps before she turns.
Follow me. But please, be careful and do not stray. The Sedgemoor is full of interesting creatures.
Do either of you do anything before you follow proper?
Ray's just gonna say, I can't wait to meet them in a classroom setting, but I'm good for now.
Me as well. With a parting glance, looking back, I make my way onward.
I need both of you to roll perception checks.
Okay. Oh, 10. It could have been.
It's just too early in the
almost
morning.
one. Yeah.
As you focus in, not wanting to make a misstep and fall into this damn bog on the literal first day of class. This place has got a bit of a smell. You're gonna make your way over that first small wooden bridge, headed back to campus. Wilrent, back inside the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing up breakfast at your table. Anything else for you before you pile out and begin to head out on your syllabus day?
Oh, I mean, he's sitting there shoveling pancakes in his mouth. Just, I think that's about it. He's not really worried about where he's going or whatever. Gave the schedule, a quick glance. Mostly trusting that his feet are just going to take him wherever he needs to go.
So we'll have you finish up breakfast and popping up outside of Deermont Hall. Anything else for you detectives over at the scene of the crime?
Yes. Is there another would there be another announcement over radio that like breakfast is over? Because if so,
5 minutes until the breakfast hall closes. 5 minutes until the breakfast hall closes.
Well, are we gonna trust that they're okay?
I'm sorry. What?
grumble, 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 grumble. Tommy grumbles.
Okay, let's think this through out loud, and we'll do a majority vote among the four of us. Our two friends have climbed out maybe from the window. We can clearly tell there was not a pretty landing based on the dent that there are in these bushes right here. And they're not here now, and nor are the blankets. Do we think they're okay and we should leave them?
I trust that they're okay.
We don't really have a lot of choice now, do we? Just hope whatever got to him had their best interest.
Is there
Hopefully.
campus security or something?
Of course there's campus security.
Well, we should at least notify them. We can do that on our way to breakfast then. Deal? Is that a compromise that we can all be comfortable with?
Roll a perception check, Keela.
Gosh, 5.
As you're saying this, frantically looking around to see if you can see, any signs of authority, back behind you is actually Jeremy getting hauled away by
All
two
of the security.
of the Alkins. I'm his best friend. I told you I'm staying here the entire weekend to make sure that everything goes right. As the rest of us all see this, as you're frantically looking, we have shit-eating grins on the rest of our faces as we see Jeremy getting hauled away. Beretta's gonna look over at you. I think they're a little busy at the moment. Ooh.
Seeing that it's Jeremy. Oh.
Don't worry, if we don't see him at the bibliothèque, then we'll go. I promise. How about that?
Fine. That's a deal, and I will accept it. Just saying, you have to always keep a lookout for those within your hall, because if you're not looking out for them, then no one else is.
You're not wrong.
And she's gonna hold out her arm to Hook.
Now, can we please try to steal some breakfast?
Yes, yes, yes.
Good.
Let's
now
go get something.
And she's going to drag you now. New priorities.
Did not know she was capable of such speeds or strength to drag me. This is impressive, and I'm tripping along my way.
She's a breakfast gal.
We're gonna have Silver just immediately like perk up the fact that he gets to go get breakfast and like float very speedily instead of walking. You're just gonna immediately see that little skip into floating and just whee.
It's been picked through, but there's still a good batch of French toast sticks, and
Good. I'll get my sugar in.
it's just packing them through, grabbing what you can. All of you literally just grabbing this stuff to go. No trays are left. Cafeteria cook is just shaking her head as you guys stash away as much as you can, beginning to hit the main drag to head towards the bibliothèque. I'm gonna let you guys go refill your beverages and go use the restroom as you guys head towards the main hall of Strixhaven. Wilrit,
Yes.
as you begin walking the long passage to the bibliothèque first,
Not to be a magic stickler, but I just get to do this now. Isn't it the Biblioplex?
Oh yeah, it's a biblioplex. I say the
Donde
biblio.
está la biblioteca? Yeah, no, I like that vibe. I like that vibe, though.
It just always comes out of my mouth.
It feels good. It sounds good.
Bibliotech. Biblioplex.
Biblioplex. No, biblioteca sounds better.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception.
Let's see if
I am not looking where I'm going at all.
Nope.
I could give two shits.
If anything,
Good
you probably
morning,
lost
Drew.
again.
He's lost again.
He's
Just
lost
following
again.
foot
Fine.
traffic.
And much like on move-in day, you're just kind of staring off into this ridiculous scene that you see in front of you. The waterfalls that trail off all around it, the sheer size of the arched doorways of the biblioplex, the sheer thought that you know that every magic spell that has ever been created is held inside the mystical archives inside this building. It's a lot to take in as you just completely bowl over this poor girl that's in front of you, that's about 5'3", had her books all stacked up, just a small turtle that's in front of you that you just completely take out. As you crash into them, their books go flying. You trip over and kind of like fly across and like spin, like landing on your back over the top of them. As everyone, it's like when somebody drops a plate in a shitty restaurant and 50 boomers have to go, oh yeah, that moment happens because kids are trash, and that's the pecking order right here.
Over and he'll just get up and he'll dust himself off, and he'll actually walk over to the to the person that he just stomped over. Are you okay? As he's looking around.
I'm fine. I just can't find my glasses.
That's fantastic. You heard it, everyone. She is fine.
And Will, you look down and you can see those glasses are destroyed. They're wrecked.
I guess I'll just pick him up and give him to her. Here you go. These good as new.
Oh no. How am I gonna see today? Oh, this is not good.
Trust me, there's nothing important to see around here. Look over there. Look how stupid that looks.
I can't see.
Exactly, and you're lucky for it.
And they're just kind of lost in their disarray, like they can't even see well enough to grab and stack their books.
And listen, I don't want to make it a big deal, but someone as short as you have to be careful. You can easily trip people. You're just walking right in front of people's feet. You should probably get a bell or something. That way it rings. It alerts the oncoming traffic or something.
They always get on to me for being so slow. I'm sorry.
Listen, it's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. What was your name?
Oh my god.
My name's Gladys.
He's gonna grab her hand and raise it in the air. Gladys, everyone. And then just try to encourage everyone to clap for her.
I need you to give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, that's a 9.
And just everyone as you begin clapping, you can tell that everyone who'd initially seen the incident has gone and moved on, and now you guys are just like the small batch of that people are just maneuvering around, acting as if you don't even exist. It's at that moment when the rest of the group actually sees both of you on the ground, but you can do whatever you were about to do, Wilrent.
Oh, just as I clap and no one's clapping. Don't mind them. They're just taking it in. You can't see them, but they're very impressed.
Can do you see where my biology book is at?
Do I see where her book's at?
Do you care?
What else is going on around me?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, nat 20.
You are able to see her biology book and actually the rest of her books. And while it starts out in a very douchebaggery form, you guys see Wilrent stacking up this poor turtle's books with broken glasses.
Well, there you go. Now you're on your way as I pat her on the shell with her books and broken glasses. Just keep walking forward.
Thank you.
And then remember, maybe invest in a bell or something.
Keela, you and Beretta are the first ones to see this as we've been kind of leading the parade.
He should wear a bell so that way nobody can run into him. Give us fair warning so we know to run away.
He really is just lost in his own sauce, isn't he?
He has to be, obviously. Delusion has to be part of his mentality. I don't understand how anyone else can operate on such a level.
Stupid boys.
Ugh, you're not kidding me. I don't understand them at all. Boys are stupid in general, but that one in particular is... Ugh.
Don't worry. I'm sure he'll get his soon.
As Beretta's got a big smile on her face, and she comes bouncing step over to where Gladys is at.
Do you need some help there? I can't really see where I'm going. Give me just a second.
And she will cast Mending. And begin to slowly put those mosaic pieces of glass together to where they can be seen out of again.
Yeah. That should be right as rain.
Ruger staring back in no big hurry. He's finishing off one of the Honeycrisp apples that he's taken in quite a slow stroll, but he's just got a smile on his face from his sister's good deeds. Silver, what are you doing as you fly forward?
I'm just kind of step with Ruger, making sure he's keeping up so he doesn't miss his classes. Like, but subliminal, you know, at the point where you're like kind of staying just beside a person to make them walk a little bit faster than they otherwise would. That's exactly what I'm doing. But snacking on his breakfast that he grabbed and rushed out of the building with. So he's snacking on some French toast sticks as he goes. Gonna kind of sideline to Ruger. Is she always this helpful? I tended to see that she's a little bit of a mischievous maker.
Mischievous is right, but she's got a heart of gold. Just the way she is.
You're lucky to have a sister.
I'm lucky to have anything.
Long story, I take it?
Not for today, sport. Not for today.
Sometime. Anyway, do you know which classes you're going to?
Well, we all have to meet in the Hall of Semantics.
Yeah.
We don't know where we're headed. There's a lot of people got assumptions today they're gonna get to go to their favorite college.
We'll see where they stick us.
That's
I'm more
true.
worried about dealing with that damn boiler later.
Well, if I know I'm not much help, and I really don't do mechanical things, but if there's anything you need that I could help with at any point, let me know. I know it's a long evening sometimes, so.
He pats you on the back. You'll be the first one to know, Silver.
He's gonna have a slightly confused look on his face because he wasn't sure if it was patronizing or if he was genuinely saying it.
Right in the line.
And so they're gonna continue going forward and past the rest of the group.
As you all finally make your way past those torches and the waterfalls into the biblioplex first archways. Now those large swaths of students being compressed into a tiny stream. You guys begin to queue up outside of these great doors that have not opened up yet. You guys come to a stop. As once again, you can see several magic mouths appearing along this line. First day orientation with Headmaster Torg will begin in 10 minutes. We'll be filling the halls of semantics. Please do not hold seats. Fill in, and then the row behind you. It will be a tight fit today. Holding your supplies in line right now, you can feel those great doors just beginning to open. I need Teanu and Rain to both roll. Not survival, because you guys already know the way. I need con saving throws to see just how much hustle y'all got in your bustle.
Alrighty.
Really?
Magic.
That's fantastic. It's a little bit slower stroll through the swamp of Sedgemoor than what you'd like. Slowly paced, even though they are long strides. Yedor is still a tree folk. And you can tell you guys are at the back of the line. You guys are all the way where there's actually still torchlight queued up for orientation. You're like, oh my God, it's gonna be forever before we get into this place. If there's anything you want to do while you're in line back this far, now's the time.
Is it a line to get in, or it's just people just walking to the building?
No,
like,
this
no
is-
one's like queued up.
It's literally the queued up line here.
What is this,
Okay.
Disneyland?
That's what I was thinking. Look at that theme park.
Trying to get a class.
Yeah, who queues for class? What is elementary school?
This is you guys remember going to assemblies?
Yes.
This would be a mighty fine time for you to have your big ol' pup with us.
That was my thought. I think we should skip the line.
No one's gonna. They might give us guff, but if we have your pup, I don't think they're gonna give us as much guff. What do you think?
I am on the same page.
Great.
I try to.
Keanu just gets super excited at the thought of the pup being back.
That was like
Just
her
like-
whole grand plan. Just like wants the dog back.
As much as possible, please.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a hot minute for you to cast your pupper back. Hold on, let me see. What's your cast time on your beast companion?
On Wild Companion.
I believe so.
I don't see a cast time.
I'll pull it up for you. I'll show you where to look for cast time. All right, so when you go over to spells and you click on summon beast,
It's looking in the wrong spot.
it takes concentration for an hour for you to bring back Atlas.
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
We do not.
Now, ladies, if you could be on your best behavior and not find yourselves ending up at the witch's clinic on day 2.
The feeling we're gonna end up there, but just not today. Like another day, not day 2.
Let's give it at
maybe
least
like
a day or
week
2.
2.
Yeah.
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 Keanu, Rain, it has been a pleasure. But please do remember to honor the dead is to be kind to the living. I bid you adieu.
And Yador leaves both of you in line and begins heading towards the center of the biblioplex.
That was a very beautiful line. Forgive me if I start weeping.
Witherbloom's got all the cool people in it.
They got some cool ass people.
Yeah, like Rouse and I.
You know, them bio goth majors.
It's a vibe.
You all begin to pour in to the Hall of Semantics. Wilrent in lead with the rest of the crew. It is a dark room at first. You can see slowly those candle lights beginning to come on bit by bit. Spell attack, eh, Silver? You're muted, by the way.
Listen, I'm just trying to find what goes into my spell attack score on my sheet, and I can't find it. I was like, let me click. Oh, that rolls it. Oops.
Old.
This map is so good.
Isn't this where they shot the last scenes of Daredevil?
I was gonna go with the crazy Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he fights the devil. I can't remember it anymore.
Boondock Saints.
Jingle all the way.
There we go.
So close.
Filling in, it is a packed room. All of these individual pews have been filled and you guys are packed tight. Rand and Tiana, you are just able to get a couple seats in the back. I want perception checks out of both of you as you have filed in.
Wow.
Oh my
we're killing
God,
it with
dude.
these eighth right now. Angel numbers. We are exactly where we're supposed to be. That's all I
Dude.
know.
We are one.
There you go.
We are one.
Dude, for real. The crowd is just massive. You look to see your friends, but it's just, there's just too many heads and just too many voices inside this room before anyone has actually taken to the podium yet. You guys look and see the wax dripping from the candelabras that's inside this room. For you that have arrived first in the front, Keela, Silver, both of you have decent views, but the Ruger twins, almost as if they want to not be seen, tucked behind that large pillar. For anyone that's been in one of those historical Catholic churches, the best spot to be hung over and unseen is by one of those massive ornate pillars. And while Beretta's like arching over trying to get a better look, quit bumping me, sis. I'm trying to catch a small nap here before this thing starts. Oh, you're just insufferable. Anything you guys want to do in your seats while you wait for the program to start?
We're like in the very, very last row, right? Like there's nothing behind us.
Yeah, there's nothing back behind you but the main doors.
Could I try to spend the time during this orientation to bring back Atlas?
It won't be an hour.
Damn.
And you would have to be
are.
everything that you do, you got like 15, 20 minutes here, but it requires all your concentration to be able to do.
Keela will be pulling out her notebook and taking notes, obviously, preparing for today, the to-do list, and also making a list of what she did this morning so she can keep tabs and crossing that off as well.
There's a rather small, very kind of undersized, nerdy kid, about the same size bottle cap glasses as that poor turtle that you bawled over, that's looking back over at you, feverishly taking notes. So then they feel like they need to begin taking notes, and it spirals off to every nerd that's looking at each other like acting like something that needs to be going on. This nerdiness goes viral in this small corner.
Silver's
This is
gonna
now a
have
competition.
Silver's gonna have this moment of like looking around and seeing everybody else beginning to take notes, and being like, you know, kind of like scoot his head over. Keela,
Yeah?
and like look around. Are we all supposed to be what are we taking notes on?
Well, I'm preparing for the day and taking note of what I've done and what I need to do so that way I can plan to do it. And that way I also don't duplicate my efforts and I don't have to spend the mental effort of thinking, did I do it? Because it's in my notes. And so the better notes you take, the better prepared you can be, and you can create mental space for more things that you can do and creates more of a creative opportunity for you.
He's gonna pull out a notebook and. That's very strange. Start.
Well,
writing.
you could do it for whatever you want. I know some people prefer to do like little doodles while they draw because that helps them actually focus better. So you could do that.
I don't. I'm just gonna take some notes. I will figure out what kind of notes I will take, but I'm going to take notes.
I can't believe
I
you
think-
came to school without a note system already. Should have had that figured out before you even applied.
It's gonna kind of like scoot a little bit away, feeling a little bit hurt. Just kind of shrink in a little bit on himself and actually shrink a little bit due to his fey nature. Like actually shrink about like 3 inches and start writing notes.
Is it just your name over and over?
No. It's gonna be that little journal entry. And the rabbit was a little bit mean to me, and that hurt my feelings.
Thanks.
It's an emotional
Well,
journey for him.
We'll overhear you guys talking about notes, and he's going to turn around to Keela. Excuse me, could I don't seem to have a notebook. Could I borrow a piece of paper?
She's just gonna look at him for a second. You came without paper.
Well, this is an assembly, not a class, so I didn't think I would need it. But I have some important ideas and some. I have an important idea in my head that I need to see to fruition, and I need a piece of paper to complete the idea.
Without even blinking, Silver's gonna pull out a page from the bottom of his book and just put his hand out with the paper.
Ah, thank you. He's gonna
And
take
then
it,
go back to writing.
turn around, and
Not even looking.
He's immediately gonna be like feverishly working. You know, you get just like right here in his lap, but it's he's totally making a paper airplane.
I really thought you were gonna make spitballs, and I was very nervous.
Yeah, I thought it could go either way, but I thought I wanted to do the engineering project.
Go ahead and roll a make it a paper airplane. We're gonna go with an intelligence check on that one.
Intelligence, huh? That's
Yeah.
not gonna be so great. Oh, it's a 17.
It's
Stop it.
stupid.
It won't be great.
When it comes to the nefarious arts, cannot be stopped.
Whatever I touch turns to gold.
All right, Midas.
You
Man goes out and creates the best
I'm
paper
like-
airplane this academy
I'm
has
like-
ever seen.
I'm licking the corners and like, I'm into it.
you got the stealth bomber over here in your hands, like, you know, like all this thing needs is a decent launch, and this thing's gonna go all over this hall whenever you're ready to launch.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing it right up as far as I can, just chucking it.
So this will be like a arranged attack. So
Oh no.
I'm saying that you're well beyond proficient with paper airplanes, so it will be your proficiency plus your dexterity.
Proficiency plus dexterity. Got it. All right, plus 3. $16.
Oh yeah, 16. You launch this bad boy as it just takes off inside the room, literally doing a perfect hook, like right in front of the actual podium before turning back around and heading towards the rest of the actual room. And as it does, you can see it begin to dip a little bit before it turns into a small white dove with wings.
Did you see that?
And everyone's in awe as they're staring up at this paper airplane that just turned into a dove that circles her back around itself, landing on the podium as this massive ogre with a big grin, sets down their wand.
I'm elbowing the person next to me. I made that dove.
They're looking like, oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to Strixhaven School of Mages. It's good to see all of your smiling faces as another year commences itself of igniting the spark of arcane magic that is held within all of the students who come here. We understand that some of you may have never been this far from home. We understand that some of you may have never had a place that you call home. But please understand that Strixhaven is now all of our homes. This is an institution that isn't just about learning. It's an institution here to instill the philosophy of a life full of adventure and answering life's questions. You will all know without doubt your own predispositions of what you would like to study and where you want to study it. But as freshman students here at Strixhaven, it would go against our creed if we did not give you a taste and show you what all the colleges here have to offer. Well, we know your time is important. We must do our due diligence. Igniting one spark is not an easy task. And while today you may feel fervently passionate about one discipline, there could be a fire right around the corner, of which you have never thought could pull those heartstrings. So as a class, you will all be attending a small amount of time at each college here at Strixhaven. And as your headmaster, I can assure you that it will be time well spent. Even if you know in your heart of hearts that a particular college and curriculum is not meant for you, these are your times to reach out and make friends and forge bonds inside this school. But when it is all said and done, the game of life does not divide us. It takes all of us from different backgrounds, different disciplines, to come together as one. Drive this world forward. And as your headmaster, I will see this through. Your class will begin in the College of Witherbloom. You will head to the swamp of the Sedgemoor. You will understand what it's like to dwell in the Widdershins Hall. You will be amongst our premier agriculture and alchemy and anatomy and botany majors, biology, biophysiology, chemistry and ecology, food science, geology, genetics, herbology, the life sciences, medicine, meteorology, paleontology, zoology, even the necromantic arts. These are all things the College of Witherbloom offers. I would like to introduce you to Dean Valentine and Dean Lizette.
As two individuals begin stepping up towards the podium on either side. Looking out, you see one individual much more described not as a granola as what you have seen in most of College Witherbloom. They look much more as if they stepped out from the halls of Silverquill. Complete, almost bathed in black. This first dean steps forward, and you can see a literal floating of bones around them as their long black cape kind of floats along as they do. You can see the sunken, pale skin on each of their hands with this ornate looking armor as you can stare through as they make and take their hood off with no hair, long, almost elf-like ears out on either sides. You make first contact with the Dean of the Vein. For some of you, this may be the first time you've ever seen a real vampire before. If so, this is the perfect time for you to react in character.
You're going to see Keela's ears just perk up, almost like two parallel straight lines, just almost like you think of them a bit as like a radar. When they latch onto something particularly interesting, they're always focused to where she is, and her eyes just light up. She had never seen a vampire before. Obviously, had read them many times in books, but it's something very different to see one in person. And you can see her, like, as she's looking, she's also writing at the same time, writing descriptions, the opacity of his skin, the textures, the clothing that he's wearing, the way in which he walks, just writing down all of his mannerisms and making sure it's documented now in her own processes. Just fascinated and intrigued when she wasn't really as interested in hopping into this particular school to begin with, but now that she gets to interact with a vampire that was completely unheard of before, she's suddenly very interested, but not in that weird, like, romantic, weird vampire way. This isn't Twilight, okay? Let's just be very clear.
Silver's just gonna have that moment where like the pen stops and starts to drip, like the ink starts to pool, because he's just like, and pen slides off the page.
Anyone else?
Rains has her arms crossed, and then she's just gonna tense just a little bit.
Tay is like picking at her nails because she's sitting in front of the column, so can't really see anything up at the front.
On the other side, Dean Lizette. Staring back out, you see the manifestation of what you think a Dean from Witherbloom would look like. A combination of both biologics and wild exotic feathers worked into this elegant turquoise and gold armor. Lizette wears a belt with several different concoctions you can see of different colors, all kind of bubbling and resonating on either side of her. You can see the juxtaposition of the small fireflies that she's manipulating as it glows off of the rest of her mocha skin, and you can see her brown hair that curls up. It almost resembles as if they're tree branches themselves and how they've woven themselves together into this beautiful chaotic pattern. As both of these deans take a bow, you can see they represent two different sides of the College of Witherbloom. One of the dark necrotic arts, the other of the earth and the forest.
At Witherbloom, you will have the chance to learn from two of the literal best. They have handcrafted an entire swath of professors that can extract even interest from the most uninterested. And I promise that it will not be time wasted. For the natural sciences are all around you. You will draw that life-bringing essence from beings, and the creatures that you encounter will leave a lasting impression. And of course, who wouldn't want to ride on a zombie crocodile? Or know how to make potions correctly? These are all things that you'll be able to find in Witherbloom College. After your time spent there in basic curriculum, we will be moving you on to the next campus. But we are not here to announce them today. Today is about new beginning and learning what it's like to get your hands dirty, as they like to say over at Witherbloom. This will be your time. Studies will commence this evening, actually, after you all settle in, making your way out to the Sedgemoor. We'll get you acquainted today with the swamp. Get all of you comfortable, and we're gonna dive right in. Now, I have one other special guest that I would like to introduce. We could literally not do this without her. Eudora, could you please come onto the stage? If you have not seen or met Eudora, she is the little eyes and ears of this institution. As the head groundskeeper, she plays an integral role in not only making sure that Strixhaven looks the way that it does, but also making sure that this is a safe place for all these young minds to concentrate on learning, not having to live in fear of anything else. Eudora, please take a bow.
As you all see that tree folk lean over, still carrying that same lantern that she did when you first saw her. Tiano, Rain. As you see this, do you have any particular response amongst yourselves?
I elbow Rain real quick when Eudora shows up.
We had one hell of an introduction, huh?
I'm just happy to see where she goes with this.
Wilrent, what is your reaction to having to sit through essentially an assembly for a college of which you don't want to attend?
Oh, I'm like slouched way down in this pew and just kind of like look over to the whoever's sitting next to me. Isn't it always weird that when they say that they value our time, that then they go and waste like all of it? Just like making weird comments like that. I'm just slouched in here like zoning off, like thinking about paper airplane designs.
Ruger's not far off. He's sketching small schematics of bits and parts that he's gonna need for the damn boiler later. Beretta's more just curious and hasn't been able to take her eyes off of that vampire, as if it's almost a train wreck that she can't peel her eyes from. She's gonna lean over towards your ear, Keela. What do you think that it feeds on?
Well, typically it's blood, but I assume in this space it has to be harvested ethically? We should find out. Do you want to follow him to lunch later?
I don't really think that I do.
Come on! Don't be a scaredy cat. You're so brave against, well, that butthead of a hero in our dorm, so why not him? He's not gonna eat us. He's a dean. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't hire him if he's eating students.
How do you know that?
It's only one way to find out. Are you brave enough? Come on, I dare you. I double dog dare you. Triple. All the dogs dared. Don't you want to know? Come on.
Does Silver overhear this at all? Being that he's sitting right next to them?
Yeah.
He's gonna lean over just like a little bit and go,
2 pieces of bacon if you go with her.
See?
Oh, don't act like you're not gonna come too.
I have
Yeah,
to study.
see, it'll be better. Safety in numbers, all of us.
It's
I
she
have to
immediately she goes to drag you into it. Oh no. No, I'm not doing this by myself. Nope. That's not how this works.
It'll be better. We'll get your brother to come too, just in case.
Is he even paying attention?
Probably not, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
If they're not paying attention, they don't know what they're not agreeing to.
That's fair. That's fair. I can get down with this.
She's just gonna
Except I'm
lean
not
over
going.
and look
And
at
like,
Ruger
then-
and go like, yeah? Thumbs up, head nodding, just hoping to get some sort of affirmation.
And who are you doing this to?
Ruger.
Oh,
Trying to make sure
Ruger.
he comes with us.
Oh, Ruger's dude, he is so far in the weeds on this design. What do you want, sis? We're gonna follow the vampire when it leaves. Yes, all of you are stupid. It's just one of the deans here. I bet it probably doesn't even have real fangs anymore.
Also, it's because we're stupid because we don't know what it's eating. That's why we're trying to find out so we're not stupid about it anymore.
Fine.
There you go.
Look, now that you have your third, I can go back to studying, right?
No, everybody's going.
I want to study though.
You can study while we go. Consider this as part of your studies.
Okay, fine. Only if I get bacon too.
Ugh. Fine, whatever. Everybody gets their bacon.
When we complete our time today, we'll be heading straight for the Witterson's Hall. Your arrangements for sleeping will still be the same at your corresponding dormitories. So please, keep your eyes and ears peeled. These commutes are no joke in between campuses. You'll want to choreograph and see just how long it takes. We wouldn't want you being late. All within the first week now, would we? So please,
second thought, we're going to the dorms.
We'll do both.
Both?
You just have to be fast. You have wings. You can do this.
I don't have wings. I float. There's a difference.
Well, don't be a scaredy cat.
Be mindful to respect your fellow students and faculty. But remember, this is only the beginning. We welcome all of you. Welcome to Strixhaven.
As Torg closes his book and adjusts his small beret, Ruger kind of looks back with a big smile as he's kind of peering around the pillar. I'm going to roll a perception check for Torg. Torg looking back out, he holds just long enough to where he can make eye contact with Ruger and a big smile on his face and a wink. As it has been years, the culmination of that fateful day when they escaped together, partially as a family, from Starnheim. The day that their father sacrificed himself so that they could live in this strange new world. And it stops Ruger from doodling. Just a bit. As it's that reminder to him of how hard his mom has had to work. How much Torg has sacrificed for him and his sister to get here. And it brings about a feeling inside him that no matter what he does, he just doesn't want to let anyone else down that helped get him here. As he flashes that smile back toward Torg, he grabs his sister and pulls her over to the other side of the pillar as her freckles and pigtails peer out over it. And you can almost see Torg bust up just as he sees the side of her goofy face sticking out on the other side as she sticks her tongue out back towards Torg. Closing his book, turning back around and chattering with the deans. Everyone else begins to queue back up to leave the Hall of Semantics. Turning back around, I need a perception check now from Keela, Wilrent, Silver, and the twins to see if y'all see Tayanu and Rain.
Listen, first day is very important. I'm focusing on other things.
Our perception's not great either.
No.
Oh, God! What do we all get here? It's all really bad. Oh, God. We got everyone in but Silva's. I'll go and toss one for him right now. Perception. Let's do it.
Oh.
No.
No, it's just we just do not see y'all one bit in this.
So do we go to the eye doctor first as part of this? All of us, a collective, like, you know what? You all probably have never had your vision checked.
We all begin to file out the Hall of Semantics. Headed back to your dorm room to gather your things before you head to the Sedgemoor. Tianu, Rain, y'all are gonna arrive there first since you guys were able to leave the assembly first.
Oh, yeah.
Back at the dorm, you have a little bit of time. This will be where you'll be able to conjure Atlas Dog. Or you're generally gathering, gathering your things. Y'all just hurting for a change of clothes. You guys getting in first, then you can hear the rest of the group stumbling through. Keela, you're going to be the first to actually hear your missing friends.
Oh my gosh, you guys are here. We've been looking all over for you. You cannot believe it. Okay, first of all, I can't even believe that you guys left this morning without waking me up. I would have definitely been an early bird. If I had known that you guys had wanted to go to class early and make sure that we got even better seats, I would have done that.
It's not so much that we woke up early.
I mean, you guys got up extra early and you took the adventurous route because you guys looked fine out the window. Don't think I'm wrong. I have no idea still where those sheets went. And I'm guessing you didn't bring them back, so we're gonna have to find you guys new bed sheets.
I'd be appreciative of new bed sheets, yeah.
Goodness.
Silver, hearing the ruckus, is going to put the last couple things in his pack. The pack's very light, and kind of rush over. Be like, "Are you guys okay?"
My gosh, do you guys not have your own thing to worry about? We were just out early.
Well, you see, it's a long drop. And when there's indents in the bushes, I was a little concerned because, you guys can't fly, so I figured it may have hurt.
We made it.
Oh, we don't need to fly. Like, we're fine.
As long as you guys are fine, that's what matters. Oh, I'm gonna go finish packing. Thank you for being okay.
And rush off again. Just happy that he has friends that are okay. Just little grins, they're good.
Oh, okay.
And continue gathering up his books.
Maybe next time leave a note or something, because we were really worried. We almost left without you guys, and then I realized you weren't here, and then I thought you guys had left me behind, and I thought that was a little mean because I thought we were all roommates. And then you guys clearly went out the window, which was really cool and sneaky, and I would have loved to have done something cool because I don't often get that chance. And I don't know, it could have also looked like you got hurt or kidnapped. And I almost contacted security because I was really worried and I had no idea where you guys were. And I didn't want you to get kidnapped. Because somebody, needs to make sure your friends don't get killed on the first day of school. Especially after what we had last night.
Okay, fair. We should have at least left a note. That's true.
Thanks. I was just kind of excited. I mean, normally I've been to schools before, and I was really excited aboard with you all and thought it would be something different than all the snooty people that I'm typically with at schools. You guys seem way cooler, and it would be helpful. Because I know I'm uptight sometimes. And then she's going to start organizing her trunk by color coding it all.
Wilrid.
Well,
Oh no, go ahead, please.
I'm just changing. I gotta get out of these clothes from last night. That's all I'm up to.
I'm over here summoning Atlas Dog.
And I will allow you to, since you have the time, like it's not like, oh my god, I gotta stare at this one spot for an hour. No, you just gotta be in the same general area, not have anything else to do. As you begin that incantation to bring back your fave pupper. Wilrit, as you step into your room, you see Jeremy is inside of it.
Oh, good. You're here in my room.
Bro, couldn't you see me? I was like up against the window outside when
You were against the window the whole time.
whole time at breakfast.
That's incredible.
It was probably the sun. It was coming. You couldn't see me.
You know what? It probably was the sun. It was pretty bright this morning.
Bro. All I'm saying is security in this joint, joke, okay? Because they pulled me in for questioning. As they said that they see me sleeping in this park bench. This big old tree branch lady was all like, telling me a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, I said, I'm here with my best friend, okay? I don't go here, but I'm invited for the rest of the weekend, and they wouldn't let me in, so I decided to climb. So I found these a bunch of these old bed sheets over here down in the main room. I don't know, they were already all tied up. So I just, I was able to get some of these these lawn darts, and you can see there are 2 lawn darts that are jammed into the side of your headboard, and just a broken window. As he's been able to grappling hook himself back up.
Silver's gonna walk past behind Wilrent on his way to the library.
Well, Jeremy, unfortunately, someone's gonna have to fix that window, and so I'm gonna need you to climb back out and down and come back when you have a replacement for the window, because we can't just leave that broken. My bed's gonna get wet.
No, it's good. I'll just put the sheet
There's
over
glass
it.
everywhere, Jeremy.
Well, say somebody threw a rock at it.
What? I'm not worried about the consequences. I'm worried about sleeping in the glass in the rain, Jeremy.
No, it'll be. He leans over and he pulls. He goes, "It's got shutters. You see, like." And he
what
like.
about the draft? You know that I can't get cold when I sleep.
Oh, precious baby.
Yeah.
I don't even have my sleeping socks with me.
We were horrible that lacrosse game.
Which one was that?
The one that we were all cold the night before.
Oh yes, the one lacrosse game in the fall where it was cold. That one. Yes, I remember. It was what a game that was. Now, but about the window.
Can we at least play one round of Maid's Chess before I go fix the window?
I mean, I just don't know that I can, because it'd be so cold. I can't think straight it'd be a terrible disadvantage. And you don't want to play me like that.
Okay. Well,
Imagine beating me when I'm not at my best.
yeah, that wouldn't be fair. All right, bestie. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna climb down. So the RAs don't see me again, just leave this hook so I can come back and fix the window, right? Otherwise, I don't know if I can get back in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you don't, if I don't leave it, how are you going to get back up to fix the window?
Okay. All right.
Exactly. It shouldn't take you. Listen, it's a quick trip. We got the rest of the weekend. It's just quick trip. That way we're not uncomfortable.
Roll a persuasion check.
Why do I even? Oh, never mind. 20.
Ugh. You make me sick.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But hey, mage chest tonight, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jeremy, if you make it back, you should bring some of those cheese balls. You know, the ones I like.
Oh, cheese balls. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll get a big tub of them.
And maybe a pizza too. Pizza sounds good, right?
Yeah. Let's get some pizza.
Hey, maybe 3 of them. Who knows?
Dude, I'll bring back like 4.
Oh, perfect. People here are hungry too, I think.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll be back, man. I'll be back. Oh, this is terrifying. Jeremy's athletics.
Oh no.
On my screen, it was almost a 20.
This dude's gonna die.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Real quick, if our roommate and then somebody attached to our roommate dies, do we get the straight A's also? Like, I didn't.
We're looking for any loophole.
Is this
Is this it for the saga of Jeremy? Build up.
Oh God!
Everyone's bad at rope climbing.
He gets 1 chance at the dexterity saving throw. Oh
Can't believe it.
shit! Loses his
Darn.
grip, but he's able to just grab onto one of those middle knots. Athletics to be able to hold. Oh my! Whew. It's scary. He falls about 2 stories before he catches himself, like right there below. I have to roll a constitution check for your sheets being tied together. When he hits that last knot, now it's able to hooks. Oh, but this thing completely takes out the rest of your window. Just glass goes everywhere. Jeremy falls the last story down into the hedges. Jeremy has 1 hit point. 1 hit point.
Even with the glass like falling 3 stories on top of him.
Yeah.
Just as everything's breaking, I'm just shutting the shutters.
Oh no!
You cold-hearted.
We'll do a dexterity saving throw on that, on the glass falling and the dart. He's got to get a 10 or higher. He's got time. Oh
No!
He is
The lawn,
AF.
dude, the lawn dart goes straight into Jeremy. He is dead. That is
You shut the shutters.
There is another ghost now in Dearmont Halls.
Oh my God!
One more.
This is the greatest outcome.
The saga is already over. Holy shit, man.
It's awful.
Unless we get some Witherbloom students on that,
Oh.
Jeremy's done for.
Nobody knows he's out there.
No,
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, I don't think
I'm
Jeremy gets a
literally-
tree.
Before that even see that, I'm already shutting the blinds, so I am not even looking.
Does Jeremy get a tree? I don't know. I don't think Jeremy gets a tree.
Dude, it
He's
is
not
a
student.
it is a lawn dart from 3 stories with velocity on a 1. It's over half of his hit points. He is dead.
That's like right to the jugular. Just pins him
That'd
right
be
to
a
the
lot of
lawn.
blood.
Dude,
Who's
you're
that little turtle girl? Is she walking by when Jeremy falls?
Oh no.
She's gonna have the most traumatized first day of school.
She got her new glasses and now she can see everything.
we're gonna see if
4K.
We're not okay.
Spare the turtle.
we'll see if, because Gladys would be the last person like getting to her dorm room with her new glasses. Gladys perception check. She just gets a flat roll. This is it.
Come on, Gladys.
To see
Look
Jeremy
away.
brutally die by falling out by the lawn dart. This
This
is
is like a
DC
scene of a
14.
scary movie or something.
Yes. Definitely from Final Destination stuff.
Glenn, this is the scene where Gladys is just making her way by, and Jeremy's like, whoa, whoa, and she just keeps going.
Good for her.
Oh my god.
For the best.
I thought you were gonna save it there for a minute, but then that nat one.
And his body is there as he's bleeding out with this lawn dart to the jugular. He's just holding, like, right there on his chest is that best friend ID.
So someone's gonna find him and track it back to Wolverine anyways. Because
He's right outside my window and with the sheets and it's broken.
He ran away from campus
Best
security,
friend
so this
He's already on their wanted list.
He's gonna look like a stalker who just got what he deserved or something. I don't know. Man goes,
gonna take that
get him.
get into his own hands.
I mean,
I hope this starts a trend of me leaving like bodies just coincidentally dead around me. Like we already started with the guy in my bed. And now Jeremy, this room is cursed.
dude, your room is hella cursed.
Or he is.
In this room.
right, or he is. No, I don't leave a trail of bodies. What do you mean?
It's my bed.
Phew.
That's something else.
As Wilrent goes about packing his things while his friend Jeremy slowly leaves this plane of existence. How's everybody else
Jeremy.
packing up for Witherbloom?
Oh my god.
Guess that means no pizza.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's everybody else doing at the moment?
What do you expect us to just?
I'm packing in the library.
I mean, I know none
I
of
got my
us saw it,
books.
but
Be a professional, Becca.
Do we-
a man died today.
A man died yesterday too.
Welcome to daily death. Like,
Did
Welcome to
Jeremy
Daily
like,
Death with
real
Two
life-
Down.
Hey, just because we started a new campaign, the dice don't care. They know this is episode 30. There will be blood.
Get attached to
Keep
no
it coming.
one.
They say keep it coming. You're not getting Becca
Oh,
zero.
that's
Becca
true.
one. No.
be attached to no one.
Nothing.
So
yeah, Silver's packing in the library. None the wiser just putting these books into his little bag, unaware that there's a dead body outside that Wilbur had just kicked off the door, basically. Kicked out a window. You know, and
He fell on his own accord. Put that on me.
By the way, you do have new sheets back on your bed, Teanu and Rain. Like they've come back in and
Thank God.
Wait, is this magical? Like a Dobby situation and we're dealing with house elves here.
you don't know.
Dang it.
You weren't here.
here to see.
Was it? Can I reflect on my brochure knowledge?
Your brochure knowledge of how they staff this place. Sure.
Yes.
You know, you roll a nat 20 and then I'll do it.
Let's see here. History check. No, so close.
Oh, 19. That's just brutal. What a tease. You just don't know if it's a house elf situation or not. You're not sure. You have seen that a lot of stuff has been it's been animated. You know, you've seen, you know, Magic Mel's and Mage Hands. A lot of that has done the heavy work.
Fair enough.
Also, you have seen machines. You've seen constructs, like the ones that had defended the door. You have seen them, some of them whipping around, putting library books back at the biblioplex. So, Atlas Dog finally re-emerging into an incorporeal form, goes over and gives you a big lick. Happy to be back.
Sorry about that, pup.
I'm gonna go over and give Atlas a pat. So I'm
Oh.
all ready to go.
And he is a needy boy right now. The heavy lean. He goes from like almost taking your legs out to moving over the next, like every little bit that he hasn't been able to scratch since he was he disappeared. It's like he's been keeping ledger. As you all get your things packed, meeting back out in the main atrium. These are gonna be some long days of walking. I really need to figure out how to fly. That would be rather beneficial, wouldn't it, sis? He looks around. Beretta's nowhere to be found. She's not there.
Did she not come back to Deermont with us?
No, she came back. She's just not next. Ruger thought she was still standing next to him. But she's not. She's making sure to finish up pinning a small thank you note inside her room. Just over at her desk, just quickly rushing to finish up. She kind of pokes her head out at the rest of y'all. Is it time to go yet?
Probably. Are you ready? Did you get all packed already?
Yep, I'm all ready. And you can see like shit is just stuffed into a bag. Organization is not her strong suit.
Dear, would you like me to actually fold? I'm really good at it.
No, I like it messy.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure nothing will fall out and it won't be missing later. Yeah, no, that's okay.
It looks like a library tote from hell. Is there's like part of a jacket sticking out, like some books and papers, and like just wadded up, just a straight pig pen of a bag. And it's totally it's the tote that they give you at the very beginning with like your library card and all your, yeah.
Yes. Keela's like the exact opposite. She has one of those organizer backpacks that has like a bottom part where you can put shoes in specifically and a million little zippers and buttons that fold out in different ways. So everything has an exact place and is folded perfectly and compressed also, so that way you can fit as much as possible in there.
As you all meet back up in the main room and begin to descend outside of Deermont, you notice that there are like 7 or 8 Alkins all around the outside of Deermont, as there's just security running back and forth that's just crazy on the outside of the building. You don't know why, but you just pass a bunch of them rushing around. Wonder what's got them all worked up.
I wonder who.
Maybe they're trying to find out why the hell we had shadows running around.
Somehow I doubt it.
Well, in either case, we probably should get going so we're not late, and we're supposed to stay together as a group because it's easy to get lost in the moors.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna scan it. Is Will Rent down there with us yet?
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Okay. Just gonna kind of side eye and then look back at the rest of the group. Let's go. Let's go. I'm anxious to get there.
That's for sure. Wither Bloom. I wasn't even thinking of going to this school, so I know it's probably smart to learn about a couple others, but this was not my idea. Was anybody else thinking this is their first school?
That's how Rain and I first met.
Oh. What were you guys thinking to do with Wither Bloom?
Bounce life and death.
I like it.
Seems like
Dramatic.
the best of both worlds.
Little intense. That's good. Yeah. I mean, why not go for the full power of it all, right?
This should be right up your alley then, yes? You'll be right at home.
I sure hope so.
I'm at home with anything nature. This is fine.
That's fair.
Oh goodness.
Have you been there yet?
I glance at to Rain and think it best to like keep our extracurriculars as quiet as possible, and I say no.
Yeah,
Oh.
never been.
First time then. Good. Good. I'm excited to get there.
So does anyone know the way?
Nope. Guess we could just try, and then I start making my way.
Real quick.
Along the path I know well.
Did I?
Yeah, no, let's head this way.
Amazing.
Well, I trust them.
I'm just gonna start floating along, following.
Keela, I want you to look inside of your bulletin.
Okay.
Looking down, you see this illustration of Widdershan's Hall. And you can see this crazy amalgamation of what looks like vines and tree limbs twisted about, making all these little individual pod rooms that are woven together. It is a strange biological sight. But this is where you're headed. And you can see in droves of other little pods from dormitories, people have on rubber boots. Some of them actually have ponchos on and small lanterns. Like, everybody's looking kind of kitted out.
And then there's us.
And then there's our pod. Whoever is leading the way, not just following this group, as that will last for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then the concrete and the lit torches end, and the sounds of the swamp of Sedgemoor begin. You can see the familiar boardwalks from which you both came. but both of you not giving off the fact that you've traveled this path once before. Whoever is navigating, please RP so.
Gosh, you guys, there's a heck of a lot of bridges. I think we should take that one. And then just start walking towards it again.
I agree.
We'll just call it instinct, I guess.
First, I want you to roll a deception. Then I'll let you roll a survival with advantage.
No! Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how good I am at deceiving.
How good are you?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Wow.
dude, these dice are trolls.
What the hell?
It is unbelievably clear when you begin to start making choices in this grayish green swamp that's incredibly difficult without us having some of the supplies it seemed like all the other groups have. Anyone who wants to be the ball buster, please be my guest.
Not a word out of any of you. Keep it to yourselves.
Tay.
Yeah?
Why'd you choose that bridge?
Well, it's the bridge that everybody else is walking on.
It's the bridge that everyone else is going down.
But everybody else is going on that bridge.
Wait, you didn't see the other group that was further ahead?
Yeah, you didn't see that other group?
What do I roll here, Robear? Just perception check to see if there was another group that
Just
crossed the
call
bridge
me
or
on it.
something. I don't know.
Oh no, the nat one is enough. You're able to start to
You can call me on it. Just call
you're
me
able
on
to
it.
deduce that this is probably where they were playing hooky at. Especially since you know that Witherbloom is where they wanted to go.
Listen, I don't mind if you've been here before. I would just like some personal confidence on that you know where we're going.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you don't mind that I'm doing whatever the hell I want. Yes, I guess finally, feeling backed into a corner, Tay gets a little spicy, okay? Yes, I guess I'll let you guys know that we have indeed been to these swamps before, okay? And yes, maybe I do know the way around Sedgemoor like the back of my hand. And maybe I do know Eudora. And maybe you should be scared, Silver. Gosh.
Why did you lie to us?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
And he's gonna like shrink again.
Oh
Like a good-
man.
Turning to Keela. I don't know if it was really lying, but it was more like creatively not telling you things.
Yeah, it was gently withholding information.
It was like a gentle withholding.
Man.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push you. I get really anxious when I don't know where I'm going, so I really want to know why we were going. And please, I don't mind. I'd like to be there. I'm sorry.
You'll get there soon enough. Don't you worry, buddy.
Okay.
Again, I'm sorry, and he'll shrink a little bit more.
Ruger rolls his eyes at the soft boy and the teacher's pet having a difficult grasp on day one of losing where part of the dorm room party has been. And Ruger's just going to look back over at Tay and Rain and go, I don't think they've ever played hooky before. You might have to explain further. as he just smiles and looks back at both of you and follows your path. I need another survival check, but this one will be dependent on your recall. Both of you can roll a history check. First DC 14.
14 for history.
Woo! And we love that. We love that here at the show.
Let's go. You have advantage on your survival check.
Great.
Disadvantage if you make one. Rain.
All right. Survival check. Hold on. Where's my? There it is.
Oh God! At least it stopped the nat one.
Lord
Oh.
Almighty.
I see Gianna's just been worked up since this, and it's just been like,
Yeah. Frothing.
oh God, 13. Okay, so 16. Ooh.
Rain's taking over.
We're good.
Just being able to piece it back together, because it is a winding road to get there. There's no straight lines in Sedgemoor. And at this point, the different pods and groups that have been heading there are so far in the distance, they're just a glimmer that fits in with the natural fireflies of the area. As you all push further into the swamp, another history check of where you're both at.
Come on. At least we're together in it. At least we're together in it, okay?
Dude, y'all's roles have been literally the stuff of legends being tied together, so I expect no less. In the thick of this swamp, I need 2 survival checks from both of you with disadvantage.
Ooh, sexy. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's
That's
go.
fine. But
There's balance.
but at least it's here.
We can't go wrong, even with the disadvantage.
And just when you think y'all are about to get lost, you're able to work together and be like, no, I think we cross this bridge to connect back with this one, and we head this way. We head this way.
That's that one.
Making your way out. This last piece is the DC 18, the final push. I need your history check one more time.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Sweet Jiminy Christmas.
Oh!
Oh!
Rain, you got
Come on,
this.
Rain. Come on, Rain.
Oh
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Disadvantage for Teano, advantage for Rain, survival checks.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Rough.
with the advantage.
here's the advantage roll from Rain.
Which key for the plus?
Shift
Shift.
Yeah, shift.
over the B, and if it doesn't pull up, sometimes you have to refresh your sheet. Oh, that advantage coming in clutch, hitting the 18 plus 3 for a 21.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, there are some times you were certainly unsure yourself in this dark swamp. You both are able to piece it together, remembering the path that Eudora took you on earlier before. You can finally beginning to see these giant amber glowing pods in the distance. As what was just an illustration in Keela's book before, now is an active scene before you as the song of the swamp gets louder and louder. I need a perception check to anyone who's been walking and just watching.
Okay.
So I've sort of been navigating. I guess I'm not really.
Yeah,
taking
y'all have
in
been
the thing.
navigating. This is just for.
Oh.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Finally! Finally! It has happened when it's supposed to. I get a nat 20 and I see. I am alert. I'm using my eyes, my ears, my paws. I'm touching everything as I'm walking around. I am
Was
aware.
blind, but now I see.
Yes. Finally.
Silver does not see. Silver is still very flustered after his experience with Tay, just being like, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you.
Keela, you felt like there have been eyes on you this entire time when you've been in the swamp. And you've been on high alert. It just, as you finally begin to see civilization and the rest of the campus, you see two sets. One set of eyes, large, off to the distance, as something massive underneath that moss begins to move. And just as quickly as you saw its eyes, it goes back down into the marsh. But then a second set of movement, and Will Wrench, you see that as well. You see those eyes. But only you, Keela, see something in a black cloak.
How
Just
large?
floating, and it's humanoid.
How does it compare to the vampire Dean we saw earlier?
You're not really able to tell because you see it from behind. Its hood is up. Flowing black cape. Do you have night vision?
I don't think so. Let me check real quick. No.
Without night vision, it's hard to tell, but you can tell it's definitely humanoid. It has arms, legs, its appendages.
How many arms? 2?
Yes, it's humanoid.
Okay, well, maybe they're insects that are humanoid.
It is not.
Just making sure.
It is not Goro.
Okay.
And you're able to tell that this thing has been floating in distance for some time. But just as you were able to lock in and concentrate on it, it fades away and disappears into the swamp.
She's going to reach to the side of her backpack where she has accessible sticky notes and a pen for emergency note taking like this. And she's going to write down really quick those 2 sets of eyes that she observed. Not really wanting to make the group panic, especially because we're close to our destination, but she's going to make note to ask an instructor about it when she gets the chance. She's also she's a little torn because you shouldn't feed the wildlife, but she's going to pull out a carrot bar and kind of throw it in the direction of the first set of eyes. The creature hiding under that moss ground. And then she's going to do a soft wave in that general direction and then hurry and hop back up to the rest of the group.
As you throw out that carrot, it sits on top of the moss for mere seconds before this fat, chunky boy comes ambling across and tears into it.
Look. She's going to try to get everyone's attention. Look. Quietly. Shh. There's wildlife here.
You would be one of the few people to know. You can roll a history check plus Teanu and Rain.
Be good. Oh.
Oh.
There we go.
Rain, staring out, you realize that this is no ordinary pest. That this is literally the mascot of Witherbloom. This is Blex. And Blex is one of the few of the pests who's escaped Witherbloom Labs and ran back into the wilderness. And you guys actually confirmed and can see that Blex is real. And not just a made up story.
Flax confirmed.
As it scarfs up that carrot, and just as quickly as it showed up, you can see it belch up this load of slime. That pest disappears back into the swamp. In particular, you had overheard upperclassmen talk about sending freshmen out to go find Blex. Blex has always been a natural 20 looking into swamp on my list, and you have seen him already.
Yes.
Blex lives. You don't even know how rare the sighting is before it disappears.
Whoop.
As you all begin to make that push down these vine roads, you can see an individual ushering you towards them. White hair. Small goatee. You can see them slightly hovering with this feathered plumage like armor, small accents of green as multiple lanterns float ethereally around either side of them. Staring back out, you see your first professor holding small cards that all have your names on them. Those mage hands drifting in your direction. My name is Professor Tavish. I am tasked with establishing all of you in the ways of Witherbloom. First thing that you must know is in our school of magic, something first must be taken. As all of you are given these small grubby-like creatures, mini versions of what Blex looked like, but just tiny in their small grub form. We will start today with that reference. As you see Tavish begin concentrating on a spell, that small grubby pest that's in his hands begins to squirm and dematerialize into the literal ether that makes up this small light spell that fills his lantern. Now, repeat after me. And that is where we will pick up next week.
Is this a school or a cult?
So in
This is sick as hell.
Yes.
Yeah, Witherbloom,
Yes.
to cast spells, you have to take the life of other creatures, and they use these insects that they're able to grow at relatively rapid rate, these pests. It's just unbelievably fitting, because I had already had this written out, that you see Blex, the runaway, the one little dude that got away, the legendary creature.
Blex.
And I fed him.
Yes, you fed him. So to cast spells in Witherbloom, you have to take the life of other things. That's part of the necrotic aspect of that college.
It's gonna be great.
Please.
Necrotic.
Let's go. Dude, you guys avoided an encounter too? I was
I
like,
heard the music. I put it in the This music.
No. Oh no.
Yeah. Blex was not the original eyeballs that were out there.
Good job, Wiles. Good job, Weck.
Very well done.
I'm ready for more school. Dude, there's so many. Originally, when I was trying to write the assembly, I was going to do all the deans, and I'm like, oh my God, there's 10 deans. We can't do this. We're doing one.
Introductions for your
That would have been an actual school session, and everybody in chat would have just checked out like 5 minutes in.
I'm out.
2
No,
hours later.
we're doing one at a time. One at a time. Dude, I think they wrote more lore in Strixhaven than they have like any set in forever. Like
I love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
it's
There's
so
every
good.
piece of information you could need.
They give me
Chat.
just enough to tell the story of like these crazy professors and people at these schools.
Yeah. Did you see Owl's comment? Will Wrench should be able to cast some high-level spell.
I didn't kill anybody. Jeremy fell on his own,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I killed the other one. Listen, I do need fan art of us walking off to class as Jeremy's laying dead around the corner of the building. He's just dead on the side, and we're all walking off to
Very
class.
dark. This poor kid.
Nobody
I
even
just
looked
want
that way.
I want a Microsoft Word painting of it. Yeah, Microsoft Paint.
Here lies my former best friend. It's gonna be great when you come back and you're pissed off because there's no pizza there and he's dead.
I probably won't even remember the pizza because it was all just a you know, here's some stuff to do while you're out.
It's even worse.
He deserved better.
You never got to play that game of Wizard's Chest.
Damn,
Chat,
mage
I
chest.
need you to hold on to the wizard's chest for the rest of this campaign. I don't care if it's literally like 90 episodes later. Somebody in chat has to bring up wizard's chest.
We'll play when you get back.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Uh,
Yeah. Witherbloom arc has started.
There we go.
Let the
I
lessons
titled this
begin.
section the Strixhaven Chronicles.
Is it bad that we almost didn't make it? You know, like.
Oh my god.
I know. God tried to kill us the first day.
Yeah.
The confidence with which I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell them anything. Let's just go. I almost got there too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
And then that one.
And that nat one.
So this is something for you to remember after you guys take your next sleep. I'll have it marked in my notes as well. You'll be able to regain your confidences back from whatever you lost
Oh.
Okay.
after your next sleep.
Thank you. We're already little babies as is, so.
Yeah,
Only level 3.
we get there. Hey, first lessons to get us to level 4 in Witherbloom, baby. We just got to kill some innocent bugs, yo.
I mean, I had 2 people die in my room. I feel like it should be 11. Maybe 2 even.
You just said you didn't kill them. So
I
take
had 2 people
credit.
die in my room. I didn't kill them. They died.
Yeah.
That's like saying, like, I was next to someone who got an A on the homework.
Well,
By the way, you missed the markings on the tree. That was the tree for Delbert earlier.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Del-
yeah.
Delbert's
Dead
tree.
tree.
We could have looked at it.
Delbert's already got his
sweet
tree.
Delbert.
I don't think any of us really saw Dilbert's face except for Silver.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think any of us really saw it.
If you're an extra character in Strixhaven, you either get bowled over, bull rushed, your ship broken, or you die. Like, you don't want to be an extra in our Strixhaven campaign. Like, it's probably the worst thing that you could do.
You're not
very
going
clear
far.
Yeah, we're 2 for 2 so far.
Yep.
The turtle's
Ladies and
next.
gentlemen, this school is safe. Everybody immediately dies.
The turtle's next.
The graduation.
I swear to God, if it's the turtle next, I'm gonna fight somebody. Leave the cute turtle alone.
It's already
She's
bad
walking
enough
to class.
that they named her Gladys, okay? She's already had a rough lot in life.
Yes,
Let's
I feel.
Oh my God.
Leave
Paul-
the turtle alone.
Send us out, my dude.
Chat, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you starting the Strixhaven Chronicles with us. I self-titled that today. We're gonna have a great time. As always, check out Streamloots cards and check out the episode tomorrow as it comes out on YouTube and Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube, Rare Drop, Roleplay, and otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great one.